Hello again. Hello from downtown Kelowna, BC. I'm back in Canada from Mexico, and I'm just spending about a week here in Kelowna visiting a friend, and I thought I'd do a little vlog on it. I arrived in mid-April to Toronto from Mexico. I spent a few weeks there, and I started to get itchy feet, and I decided to come and visit a friend here in Kelowna. So I flew out here about a week ago, and I've just been exploring this beautiful town that we're in. I'll try to talk a little bit about it. So Kelowna is it's in the Okanagan Valley in BC. It's a beautiful valley, and it's a very well-to-do town. The main draw is this lake, Okanagan Lake, which it's the main thing about Kelowna. It's this beautiful lake, and all around it is, there's a bit of a town. As you can see, this is a historical area. This whalebone is, I guess, ground zero for it. And you have this marina, and you have these beautiful hills, not quite mountains, but hills all around that frame this beautiful town. And it's quite a touristy place. So people come from all over the world, come to Kelowna. Currently it's undergoing a real estate boom where people are buying up property like crazy. It's become an investment place where if you want to start an Airbnb or something, if you want to buy a condo and rent it out, this is a place to do it, because the prices in Kelowna are definitely at a premium. They're about 30% more than you would find in Toronto, for example. So I'll give you a couple of examples. So if you were to buy like a latte or cappuccino here, it costs you on average $6, maybe $7, which is about, again, 20-30% more than what you would pay in Toronto. Food is the same, groceries are the same. Accommodation is definitely more expensive. You're not going to get a private room with private bath for anything under than $200 here. That's just what it is. So if you come here, you need to be mindful of that. Even flying here wasn't cheap. I took a direct flight from Toronto to Kelowna. It was $900 one way, which is, that's probably what I'd pay to go to Europe or maybe even Asia if I got lucky. So it's not cheap, but it is what it is. And Kelowna has its positives. It's not the most cultural place. As you can see, I'm right in the historical downtown, and it is about 8:30 at night. Not much is happening. I mean, it is like a Wednesday night, but still not much is happening. It's not like this is not your shopping destination. This is not where you come for shopping. You would not come to Kelowna to buy things, although you can buy things, but this is not where you're going to find great fashion or anything like that. You come here to be in nature, go to the lake, go hiking, get some fresh air, have a bit of a vacation. That's what Kelowna is about. There's some nice restaurants. You have sushi, you have Italian, you have but you're not going to get like the 5-star Michelin restaurants. You're not going to get that kind of stuff. So be mindful of that. But it seems to be very popular. Everybody wants to move here. This is what I've been hearing. And I guess it's a safe haven. It's a safe place to move. So one of the cool things about this place too is that they have these little electric scooters you can rent. This one's called the Lime. I'm walking up to it right now. I think I'm gonna take it to go back to my condo, and basically you scan it. You download an app called Lime. Then you scan it. This fee unavailable. 11. Okay, so I gotta find another one. Okay, we'll go find another scooter. Apparently there's more scooters around here. So, which is a cool thing. You know, it's nice that you just hop on a scooter and it's not that expensive, and you could boot around town. And it's not too expensive. Okay, where are all the scooters? I gotta find some scooters. Okay, I'm going to take a break. I'm gonna find a scooter, and then I'm gonna get back to you. Okay, see you soon. So here I am. I got my scooter. I got everything set up. So I'm just gonna head down and let's take a ride. Let's take a ride together, guys. Give you a little ride here in Kelowna. I gotta use both hands, so it might be a little bumpy, but at least you get a view.
Avoid sidewalks.
I'm not on the sidewalk.
Avoid sidewalks. Avoid sidewalks.
So this bike thinks I'm on the sidewalk, which I'm not.
Avoid sidewalks.
Yeah, so it's just the sun's going down. It's getting dark, and but it's nice. The weather's perfect. Okay, let's go. Oh, not yet. Okay, here we go. Wow, the scooter thing is pretty cool. I wish they had this in Toronto and other places. It's a great way to get around. It's a lot of fun. So, yeah, I'm here for a week or so, visiting a friend. It's nice. The nature's nice. The lake is nice. I would like to do a picnic and a hike. That's something I'd really love to do. We'll see if that happens. In the meantime, I'm enjoying just this completely different lifestyle here. It's a very modern town. In other words, I'm used to being in towns that have a historical kind of a center. You know, an old church, old architecture. You know, at least 200, 300 years old, And this place doesn't. This place is very, very, very new. I think the oldest building I saw said 1910 on it. And it was just like a very plain old nothing burger building. Everything here is new. A lot of people come here to retire too. It's a good retirement town. And I can see why. It's safe, it's quiet, there's beautiful things to see. But like I said, it is expensive. Kelowna is not cheap. And especially the real estate. My friend is an interior designer, and what she tells me is that people are buying up like just land and crappy homes just so they can develop on it, just so they can build on it, because yeah, you could flip it, you could make a lot of money in a short amount of time. Go. Here we go. Anyways, what I love about this place too is the sky. I don't know if you can see the sky over there. I'm trying to point it. Beautiful, like really nice. We're just going by the hospital here. And I'm on a street called Lakeshore, and this is like one of the busiest streets, and it's not very busy. That's the other thing. It's a pretty low-key kind of town. Very low-key. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I'm going to give you a front view for a little bit so you can see where I'm going. You can see the traffic. And you can see a little bit of the residential area here. It's nice. It's kind of quaint. You can also see some of the older structures here, these little bungalows. Now what's going to happen to these over time is they're going to be bought up and they're going to get torn down, and you're going to get some really nice modern buildings put in there. And that's what's happening here in Kelowna. It's under flux. There's a lot of development here right now. A lot of development. I haven't been here in the winter, but I imagine in the winter this is a big ski town. People come here to ski and do snowboarding and winter sports. And also, there's a lot of strip malls. I think, like, you can see this one right here, right in front of me. You're looking at it. I'm just going by it. That's one of the things about Kelowna, is you don't have those old-style boutique shops that you might be used to. You have you have like these little strip malls, and then you have these little places here and there. You know, but it's not like an old town feel. It's pretty modern. So I'm almost at my condo. Again, I'm giving you a little bit of the tour here as I'm cruising on this little scooter. little scooter ride. It's kind of cool. It's a lot of fun, actually. I have to just remember to obey all the traffic signs and not run red lights and stuff. Yeah, so it's kind of nice. And you can see, like, out there, you can see the outline of the hills. So you can see that we're in a valley. It's a very wide valley. Oh, there we go. It's a wide valley. Most of the city is here. And this is where it's at. Yeah, if anybody watching this video, if you've been to Kelowna, please let me know. You know, put a comment in. Tell me what you think. Again, strip malls here to my left. Save on foods. There's, yeah, I mean, and here, this is the other thing about Kelowna. You really need a car. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's nice to have a scooter, but you can't do your shopping with a scooter, right? It is a town that requires you to have a vehicle. There's kind of no way around it. I like cities where you can walk. I like cities where you can live in the center, in a historical center. You don't need a car. You know, maybe a bike, but everything's walking distance. I might just pull over here. I might just pull over here and show you the lake. Hold on. Okay, I think I could do it. Okay, hold on. I'm going to try and show you guys here another view of the lake. So my condo is right there on the left, right in front of you, on the left. Okay, I'm going to just turn right here. Sorry for the bumpy ride, guys. So, here we are. So here we are. This is another beach, another park, and a great place to come and just enjoy the sunset, enjoy the peace, fresh air. So these parks here that you see, that I'm pointing at, they're all over. Like, you could literally walk along the shore, and you can just walk right to where I was back into downtown. So they're all around. And some of them are actually quite, I'll try to show you, maybe tomorrow. Some of them are quite hidden and really like more like a sanctuary. Like I was at a bird sanctuary a couple of days ago, and it was just like, you were just out in the woods. And that part of it was really nice. So I would walk out there to the edge, but I have these shoes on, and I will really wreck my shoes if I walk in the sun. I'm not going to do that. But I think you could see here in the distance the outline of the hills. It's, you know, it's just a very pretty, nice place. Okay. I think I'm going to put this scooter back. I'm just going to park it. let's see if I can. I'm just gonna park it here because you pay like every kilometer, every minute. So if I'm not actually driving it, I think I'm just gonna park it. Here we go. There we go. I love this because so now I just push end to ride, end. It wants me to take a picture of it. I will take a picture. There we go. And there. That just cost me $7.28 Canadian for a distance of 3.6 kilometers and 16 minutes, 48 seconds. So, you know, it's cheaper than the cab, but it's got some crazy people. It's cheaper than the cab, but it's, yeah, it is what it is. It's cool. Okay, so that's my condo right there. I'm staying right there. That I'm paying, actually, it's not bad. I'm paying about 150 plus tax for an apartment, which is like crazy. It's a great deal. So, yeah, it's a pretty cool place. I'm lucky because most places here are much more expensive. Anyways, I'll be here for a few days, and hopefully we'll do some more. I'm going to show you some more stuff, and you know, get you to know Kelowna a little bit, because yeah, it's definitely a cool place to go. All right, we'll catch up to you, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Hello there. I thought I'd do a follow-up video to my last video here in Kelowna. So I've been wanting to vlog, but I haven't been able to because the weather here has been really unpredictable. It's June, and apparently the weather in June here is it's not that great. It could be like, it's been mostly cloudy and rainy for most of the morning. Then you get about an hour or two of sun. Then it clouds over, and then you get some rain. Then you might get a little break of sun, and then it'll cloud over and it'll rain again. And we just got over a little bit of a rainy spot. I wasn't even going to vlog, but now the sun's come out and the rain's gone away. So I thought, let's do a vlog, because who knows when the rain's going to come back. So yeah, I'm still in Kelowna. This is my last night. Fly out tomorrow morning early, and I've been here 5 days now, but I haven't vlogged very much because the weather hasn't been cooperating, and I haven't been able to really go anywhere that I wanted to go. I've been wanting to do some hikes. I've been wanting to visit some of the nature places, but yeah, the weather's just not cooperating. I have been rained out a couple of times. I got caught out in the rain a couple of times, so I thought, okay, that's enough. I thought I'll just wait, and maybe I'll just do a little vlog here about the center and the city, and just talk a little bit about it. As I mentioned in the last video I was doing, Kelowna is in British Columbia. It's about 4 or 5 hours east of Vancouver. It's a very popular tourist destination, mostly because of the lake and the mountains, as you can see. Really beautiful. This is called the Okanagan Lake, and we're currently in the Okanagan Valley of Kelowna. And yeah, so it's a very popular place, a big tourist destination. There's many people come here now, and The airport is just swamped. I was there today, my flight got canceled, so that's why I'm back. And it was just crazy, So just keep that in mind. Yeah, Kelowna's growing very, very rapidly. Real estate, development, people moving here from all over the country. It's very, very popular now. I was talking to a taxi driver, and he was telling me how there's like hundreds of people moving here every month, looking for work. The population is growing. I guess people want to get out of the cities, and a lot of it's younger people. I thought maybe it'd be like, okay, retirement people, because it's a great place to retire, but apparently it's not just retirement people. It's younger people, and I guess they want to work. And there's apparently a lot of work here in the tourist sector and the service sector. So yeah, if you guys are looking for maybe a place to relocate, check out Kelowna. Right now I'm in the downtown. Like, this is like City Park, what I'm looking at right now. This whalebone sculpture is like ground zero, as I mentioned before. And this is the marina. So yeah, this is kind of like the nucleus. There's a lot of restaurants and little places to go to here, little parks. A lot of people are out right now. It's Saturday night, and yeah, there's a lot of people out right now. Graduation, weddings. As long as the sun stays out, I think we're good. So, as I was saying in the last video, Kelowna is Kelowna's different in that it is one of the more expensive places you'll be in Canada. It's on par, if not more, than Vancouver, and that's across the board. Accommodation is, unless you're willing to stay at a youth hostel, where you're going to get the cheapest prices. You could probably get a private room at a youth hostel for about $150. Other than that, you're looking upwards of $250, $300 a night for just basic accommodation. So yeah, it's something to keep in mind if you're planning to come to Kelowna. Also, the food is not cheap. Basic breakfast is going to cost you close to $30. And that's just your basic American style breakfast with some coffee. Lattes, if you're into fancy coffees, you're going to be paying $7 for basic cup of coffee. I guess, it's kind of like a New York's price if you factor in the US exchange rate, so I guess it's on par with that, but you are in Kelowna, you're not in New York City, so keep that in mind. A gelato, I bought a gelato last night and it was $8, like for a basic gelato, nothing special. I ran into some Italian exchange students, some girls from Italy who are here on an exchange. They're in high school, and they live in northern Italy near Milano. And they were telling me that they could get like espresso in Italy for like $2 or something, and they could get a slice of pizza for $3, and they could get gelato for $2. But here they're paying like astronomical prices. So anyways, I don't want to harp on it. I just think you should know. It's just a basic fact. Kelowna is expensive. Transportation, it's not really a walking city, okay? This part is walkable, but it's a very small part. But this is walkable. A few blocks that way and that way is walkable. And there's some restaurants. There's vegetarian restaurants. There's your basic chicken wings and sports bars and stuff. But a lot of the good stuff is outside. Like you can see the cranes. Can you see the cranes in the distance? So the cranes tell you what's happening here. All the cranes tell you that, yeah, there's development here. So you got to go outside this little center, but a cab anywhere, basic cab, is going to cost you $13 to $14 anyway, one way. Okay, so if you're going, let's say you're going for dinner and you want to go somewhere, that's on top of your dinner, that's already like $30 just for transportation. Buses, the transportation system here, from what I understand and from what I've seen, is dismal. It's not very good. So don't count on coming here saying, oh, I'll just take the bus. You're not going to take the bus because you won't find a bus. The other route is to rent, I don't know if you can see, like one of those city bikes. You can rent a city bike. There's a couple here. And then they also have some motorized scooters, push bikes of some sort that I use. Oh, here's one, I'll show it to you. It's run by a company called Lime. I think I showed you this in the last video as well. So it's one of these, and these are pretty good. But again, you're gonna, like for a short ride, you know, 5-minute ride, it's gonna cost you $6, right? But it's cheaper than a taxi. But you gotta ride it, so you know, if you're not comfortable riding it, it defeats the purpose. But that's what I've been using here, because I found it to be the most economical way to get around, and yeah, I didn't want to wait for a cab, and I don't want to pay $30 for a cab. So I would just, you know, you just scan it with your phone, jump on. When you finish, you scan it again, ends the ride, they bill you, and then yeah, it's like $6. The most I ever paid was like maybe $10 or something. But it's worth it. It's good. Yeah. So that's the other factor. What else is going on here? There's some nice cafes. I've been going to a couple that, you know, are nice to hang out in if you want to, you know, do some work on your computer and use their Wi-Fi. It's kind of good. So that's here. Yeah. So again, Kelowna is a destination. I don't think it's a place you just wander through, or you just sort of casually visit. I think if you come here because you want to come here and you want to visit the place. And you either come here because of nature, because of the mountains and the hikes, the lake. Because other than that, there's not really a lot going on here. There's a school, University of British Columbia has a school here. So I guess there's that. There's an element of students here. And that does add something to it.
Yeah. Where do we get beer, man? Nah, beer. There's no beer. Warren, what's wrong with this place? What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Actually, probably nobody.
Guys looking for beer. Shouldn't have a problem. This is a beer kind of place. So as you can see, the sun has finally come out, but if you look, you can see the dark clouds. So you just never know. I think those clouds are in the past. They're going away. But yeah, about an hour ago, it was raining like crazy. Yeah, so vlogging, you know, has been difficult. There's another bike. These scooters they're all over the place. They just leave them all over the place, and that's kind of cool because you know, whenever you feel like it, you just hop on. Go. So this is Bernard Street. I'm walking along Bernard Street, and it's one of the main streets here for you know, little shops and cafes and whatnot. But it's not very long. I mean, after a couple of blocks, it's done. There's not much. So, and after that, it's mostly strip malls. Something else you're going to see here in Kelowna is strip malls. There's a lot of strip malls in Kelowna. A lot of Kelowna is malls, and if you don't have a car, it's not very easy to get around and shop and so forth. So if you're planning to be here for a while, you definitely need a car. Renting a car is hard too, from what I understand. They're not easy to rent, and they are expensive. So again, if you plan to visit Kelowna, just a word of advice, plan it very well. Don't just show up. This is not the kind of place you show up and just kind of, oh yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll rent a car, or I won't. You know, it's not that kind of place. You'll be in for a nasty surprise. Is this wet? Yeah, it's wet. I'm not gonna sit here. Guess I'll vlog from here. See if I can catch the sun. So, yeah. That's my last night. Would I come back? I'm not sure. Maybe I'd come back in the summer when the weather's like straight, and maybe I'd come back if I really had a plan. You know, like really explore the valley, the Okanagan Valley, do the treks, and maybe do some camping or explore the nature. I think that would be the point of it. Just hanging around in Kelowna itself, the city or whatever, is not really my cup of tea. But I guess there are people who come here and they're perfectly happy. You know, just this small town kind of vibe. You know, going to Pizza Hut and, you know, going to the local sort of franchise food places. There's really no fine dining here. I did find a good vegetarian restaurant. If you come here and you're looking for a really good vegetarian restaurant, there's two. There's one restaurant which is really good, and it's pretty affordable actually. It's just down the street here. It's called Naked. And a really good one. It's a little bit more upscale. You'll probably want to make a reservation. And it's about 10 minutes away from here by scooter, so it's not really in the downtown. And that one's called Frankie, We Salute You. Frankie, We Salute You. And I was there last night, and I thought it was fantastic. The food was really good, and the service was excellent. The service was really good. People, when it comes to service, I have to say Kelowna is one of the best. I mean, apart from the fact that, you know, it is what it is. When you do get served, when you go to a restaurant or, you know, cafe, whatever, the service is, it's really like amazing.
But like
really
so
good.
many people.
Like last night at Frankie, We Salute You. The waitress, the whole staff was just incredibly friendly. Just, yeah, beyond. So yeah, definitely check that out. So those are two places I can recommend: Naked and Frankie's. Frankie, We Salute You. I'm about to go into this cafe here. You can see here. It's called the Ville Coffee. If you can see it. And that's where I usually go in the mornings for my coffee and, you know, Wi-Fi, you know, work on my computer, and, you know, check my messages and stuff. So, yeah. There's another cool place just here. I think I'll show it to you. It's called Bread Co. It's closed right now. Right here. Yeah, this place. So it's all on Bernard. So it's called Bread Co. Bread Company or Bread Co. Artesian Bakery and Eatery. This place has really good bread, really good muffins, and coffee, obviously. I don't drink the coffee there, and I don't really like, you know, sitting in there. I prefer DeVille, but I go in here and I get a bran muffin or get like one of their pastries in the morning, and just fantastic. So yeah, I usually get a pastry and go into DeVille, grab my coffees, do my work. Naked restaurant is just that way. So if I don't want to go too far, I'll go there. There's also another great pastry place just down the street here. I believe it's here on, see the street, Pandorsey, just down the street here. There's a pastry shop called Carrot, spelt with a K. K-A-R-O-T, Carrot. And they have the most exquisite pastries, like French, like incredible. Yeah, they're just a sight to behold. Look them up. But they're not cheap. They're, I mean, one of their pastries is, you're looking at about $12 to $14. And they're pretty hefty, you know. To eat it by yourself would be a lot. So it'd be great if you could share it with somebody. But I guess if you're like, if you're really hungry or you're really in the mood, yeah, go for it. But yeah, Carrot, K-A-R-O-T. So that place. For breakfast, there's a place down there. It's called Sonny's. It's like a modern bar and grill, so or diner rather. It's a modern diner, so it's called Sonny's Modern Diner, and you can get some really good breakfast there. I've had breakfast there a couple of times. It's not cheap, but it's actually good. It's clean. It's a nice place. It's nice ambiance, so you'll enjoy it. Yeah. What else can I tell you? Yeah. Other than that, yeah, just walk around. Go down to the parks, like I mentioned last time, along the lakes. You'll, if you want to just get some nice views and, you know, get some peaceful, a peaceful 1 hour, 2 hours just sitting by the lake and looking at it, you know, that's cool. So that's another thing people do, is they sit there and, check out the views and just meditate, peaceful. There's a bird sanctuary too you can go to. I posted some stuff on Instagram, so if you go to my Instagram channel, you can see some of the pictures I posted, in my stories especially. So yeah, have a look. Anyways, I think that's it. I think it's a wrap. I don't know what else to tell you. If you come here, you know, I try to give you what I know, and, you know, just give you some heads up. So if you've been to Kelowna or know anything about it, please leave a comment. I'd love to hear about it. I'd love to know what you think about it. And again, if you come here, avoid June. Don't come in June. Don't come in the spring. Come in the summer. Apparently the summer is much nicer. The weather's more consistent. But June, the weather is just all over the place. And plan it out. Don't just wing it. This is not a place you wing. I mean, you can go to Mexico, you can wing it. You can go to a lot of places in the world and wing it, but this is not a place you wing. So yeah, that's all for now. Okay, leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and we'll catch you on the next video. All right, take care. Bye. Hey there. So I had to get back on the video camera because I just wanted to show you this. When things look nice here and they get beautiful, they're really beautiful. So it's been hard for me to actually experience it because the last days have been really not great. But this is an amazing, beautiful sunset right now over the lake, and you can see the sky is just so gorgeous. And you can see the hills in the distance. So as you can see, when the weather clears, it's really beautiful. So I didn't want to leave you with a bad impression of Kelowna. It's a beautiful place, but you got to come when the weather's right. And when the weather's right, it's just simply breathtaking, really beautiful. Yeah. Anyways, there it is. Next time. Later.